Hey everyone, Marathon Hurdler here, back with some more Final Fantasy VIII. Since last time, I won the Sacred Card back from the Queen of Cards' son, and I made my way back to Caraway's mansion here in Delling City. One thing I wanted to point out that I didn't talk about last time is what I'm doing with the Brothers GF. Right now I'm having them learn Strength Junction, and I've equipped it on Selphie. I moved around a couple of GFs, I gave Diablo to Squall, and then gave Siren back to Keistis. One thing I wanted to point out though is if you are planning on doing your level grinding earlier in the game, that is in Disc 2 instead of Disc 3, it is probably wise to start learning HP plus 40% now. Eventually you're going to need to learn the HP bonus ability, but the only way that you can learn that is by learning HP plus 40 first, and then HP plus 80 after that. And HP plus 80 takes 240 AP. So it will save you a good chunk of time to start learning that now, if you want to level grind in this too. I do not, so I'm going to learn Strength Junction first, but it's up to you. Another thing is, now that I have Diablo on Squall there, I have everyone equipped with HP Junction, which means that they all have their HP up in the 2000s. Squall, just with the GFs Shiva and Diablos, is able to equip spells on all 5 of his stats. Eventually I will move Life and Spirit somewhere else, but for now, since they're open, might as well use them. And let's see. I also learned the Vitality plus 40 ability off when I fought the brothers, so now I can equip that. And so Squall is basically going to be unkillable for the majority of the rest of the game. So with all that said, let's go ahead and give this guy the ID number so we can move on with the mission. Let's see. Ready to answer. Enter ones. Now this tripped me up the first time I did this because he goes in reverse order. He goes ones, then tens, and hundreds, whereas I would think of it as going the other way around. But anyway, we put the number in, and there we go. Now we're ready to figure out what our mission is. And there's a save point there to the left, but we'll use it later. Well, let's go ahead and figure it. Yeah, exactly. No point in thinking about it. We're literally at the front door. Let's go inside and figure out what it is instead of thinking about it outside. This is a nice little mansion he's got here. I like the office. We don't really get to see the rest of the mansion, but it's not bad. So let's start talking to people here. What does Zell have to say? Zell, as always, is impatient. And I think Renoa's the one we need to talk to here. Yep. He always does this. You act as if you know him personally, Renoa. Okay. We'll wait. I guess. That was quick. Oh. Wait, what? Don't tell me Renoa's one of those kids. One of those rebellious, one of those kids who is the father or daughter or son of a strict parent, so they just decide to go against their parent just as an act of rebellion. Like, Renoa's not even from Timber, so she's just like one of those lame activists who want to be against the system and go against her parent, and decides that starting a resistance movement is the way to do that. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for fighting the system, but it makes it seem like she's not that serious about it if she's just doing this to rebel against her dad. Yeah, it's probably for the best. I've lost all respect for her as a resistance member. And why are you so shocked, Zell? Renoa already gave that away. Is it really bad? Because they're not really that serious of a resistant faction. But that's not our problem, Zell. Stop worrying about it. Exactly. No, it is the case, Squall. Seriously, we do. No, they shouldn't. Oh my god, Squall. Why would you say that? What do you mean, what's his problem? His daughter is in an anti-government movement and you are aiding her and you're telling him, Hey, don't interfere with us aiding her trying to destroy the government you work for. Seriously, this is just... whatever. Like, to me, I would say, look, this clearly represents something that was not discussed in our contract. Let's void that. We're not working for Renoa anymore. But yes, we should focus on the mission at hand. Alright. Finally. I don't know why we need to walk outside for this, but okay. We do. Fully aware of this. Huh. I guess that makes sense. You gotta have a parade for your new ambassador. They do that in America all the time. Well, actually, no, they don't. Why are they having a ceremony for her? How'd you get so far ahead of us? Keep up, Squall. Alright, the Gateway team and the Sniper team. That makes sense. It has to be right in that spot. Nowhere else? Why can't we wait somewhere else? Got it. Don't want that. Exactly. The parade gets canceled. Everything's screwed. I don't know. I feel like there would be more security during the parade than any time else. I don't see guards just letting people onto the roof of the residence. Now pay attention to this hatchet. You can kind of see it now in that lower right corner, but it's easy to miss. And I don't know, maybe it's because I have a high-def TV, so it's easier to kind of see those details. But when I first played this game, I couldn't find the hatch for the life of me. And I was just running around for like 20 minutes straight until I finally just happened to stumble upon it. But, anyway. Now this point, this part of the mission briefing. So, as I said before, I really do like the mission briefings in this game. They really go into the detail, to the smallest detail, what you're supposed to be doing in the mission. At the same time, I don't know, I guess it does kind of make sense why he goes into all these tiny details in terms of like where people will be and stuff, because that's what you would do. If you were doing a mission like this, you'd want to know all the minute details. At the same time, it doesn't really impact our mission, so I guess maybe the timing might be part of it, but still, whatever. Now we actually have to talk to him here. And this is actually a pretty brilliant plan. We trap her inside of the gate here, then the sniper team will come out and shoot at her. It's almost as if they just set it up for a sniper to shoot her. Exactly, like we're facing right at the gate. No problem. Why you needed to say bang, I do not understand, but whatever. Whatever floats your butt, for your butt. Whatever floats your boat, buddy. We will. Seriously, we're not Renoa. Okay. Sounds good. Okay. Anyway, now that we've done that, we've already done the exploring we want to do in the city, so let's just head straight back to Caraway's mansion. I think this is the right way. I've played this game like 20 times and this city still confuses me sometimes. Yep, okay, we're going the right way. And we get paid again. Woohoo. I mean, I've spent like 200 bucks on inns recently, but I can't remember the last time I actually spent a decent chunk of money. And that's what I was saying before. It really doesn't matter what your seed rank is, because you'll have more than enough money to do everything we need to do in this game, even with a low seed rank. But now it's time to finally take on the Sorceress. End this once and for all. Well, clearly, Irving needs to be on the sniper team. That makes sense. Well, he's about to explain it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Squall's probably the best guy for the job there. Well, if you shooter, it's no longer covert. Yeah. Well, of course it's going to be Squall. He's the Gunblade Master. Can't have someone with... I mean, I can't see Zell and his fists or Keystis and her whip doing much against a Sorceress. Or the nunchucks as well. Everyone else? Zell, calm down. Doesn't really matter. But not Zell. Actually, it does matter. It can't be Zell. I don't care who it is. Not Zell. Exactly. She has the most experience. Zell, you've been a seed for like a week, and you're a hothead. You don't get to be a leader. Let's do it! And, yeah, that's basically it. Now we get to control Keystis. Let's do this then. When we head to the door, Renoa's going to come in. I just love how she just comes in saying, "Hi!" Like, just completely out of place. Just shows you how little Renoa, how unprepared, or how, like, yeah, how unprepared she is for the situation. Like, she wants people to pay attention to her and give her attention, but... See, this is what I'm saying. She just wants attention. She wants to be part of the group, even though she has no idea what she's talking about. Kind of annoying. Not a big fan of Renoa in general. Not gonna lie. This is... Yeah, what are you gonna do with this, Renoa? Why are you tossing it around like that? That probably... Yes, that's logical. Well, we'll learn more about Odin and what's going... And why is Keystis shaking? Keystis is about to lose it. Yeah, like a piece of jewelry. We saw that. We saw what she was dressed like. She must love accessories. Oh, no. Now another one of those planning sessions. Ouch. It isn't a game. It really isn't. Lives are on the line here, Renoa. Even Zell doesn't know what to say. You implied it was a game. Do you, though? Not a good one. There's a difference between having a plan and having a good plan. You do not have a good plan. Alright, so now we're gonna... Sure you will, Irving. And now all we're gonna be doing is just walking. Again. Back the exact way that we came. This mission is really off to a very exciting and quick start. And with the soldiers there, they basically are throwing us into one little room there, or they're funneling us into the same direction. I think. What are you getting at, Irving? Seriously. Yeah, I think that's actually correct. I mean, most wars, if you really think about it, throughout history, how many wars would you say were really spurred on by pure evil? I mean, clearly World War II with the Holocaust and the aftermath there. Maybe you could argue the Civil War with, like, the slavery thing. But even then, it was less... It's more... Ultimately, what it came down to were different perspectives. So... I mean, yeah. That's basically what it comes down to for most of these wars. It's not like... Oh my god, like... You know, this country is so evil. It's just... I want what you want, or you want what I want, and we're on two different sides there. Not much you can do about that. But yeah, let's just run down here. And here's where we'll be waiting. Got it. That exact spot. Don't move. So she's having a parade in Delling City to establish her place in a different area. That makes sense. Okay. He's returning to where he's at. And we're back at the gate. Oh no, nope, there it's Caraway walking away. Oh no. No, Keistis. Really? Is now the time to be thinking about this? Seriously? Exactly. We're literally trying to save the world here. No, you can. Someone needs to wait. I can't. Seriously, this is. I understand I understand why, from a plot perspective, this needs to happen, but you can't. There's no way you can argue that this isn't contrived, right? Because even if Keistis felt the need to go back, why would Zell and Selphie need to join her? They didn't do anything wrong. They weren't talking trash to Rinoa and putting her down. Let Keistis do this. You need to keep someone back just in case something goes wrong. And instead of doing that, we just completely abandon our post, and clearly nothing good is gonna come of this. And it's not like, I don't see why Caraway needs to explain to her. This is probably why she's so spoiled. He feels the need to like reason with her and stuff. Like, she's not a seed. She's not in on this action here. Like, there's no reason. You don't have to explain why she's not part of the assassination plot. She's like, she has no training. It should just be a given that she's not going to be part of the plot. You can't do it, Rinoa. No, you can't do it. Now this is what I don't understand. I'm assuming now the way the way it's set up, obviously the way his mansion is, there must be rooms before you get to the office, because the way it seems, it makes it seem as if they just missed paths. But if it's an actual mansion, it must be the case that Rinoa must have gone some other way or gone out some other door or something, and that's how they missed each other. Oh yeah, she's definitely on her way to see the Sorceress right now. Just because she wanted to help us doesn't mean she gets to. Guys, you need to stop pandering to her. Anyway, we're in control of Rinoa now. Clearly my favorite character in the game, but yeah, we want to quickly switch my junctions there. Not worried about her health because, well, because I have the Encounter None ability equipped. And the reason I need to have that equipped is because I actually want to come down in this sewer first. There's a little item we can get here, not particularly important, but I figured I'd show it off anyway. But you can run into random encounters here, so we need to switch our junctions just to be able to do that. And there's only one way we can go, which is left. So we're going to come here, and we get... I don't know why they sent us into another room. But we get the Weapons Monthly Magazine May issue. And I think there's a couple more that we get. And again, I'm not really concerned about getting any of the upgrades throughout the game until we get to the best upgrades. But again, if you were interested or you just want to know where it is, there it is. But now we need to head back up this ladder if I can actually manage to get my hands on it there. And moving on up. And from here, nope, don't, just keep going. And then from here, we want to start climbing these boxes. Not really intuitive that you were supposed to do that, but there you go. I guess, I don't know if there is a function where you can actually put an indicator that shows you where to climb. That's the one thing that I like about Final Fantasy 7 and 9. especially 9, is that they give you the option. In a 9, they don't really give you the option, but you can see where you can climb up or where there's something to investigate. And what's nice about Final Fantasy 9 is that you don't have these arrows constantly on the screen, but it'll pop up when you get near something saying, hey, you should explore this or you should check this out. Again, if you can't tell, I really love Final Fantasy 9. It's definitely a game that I'm going to play at some point, although I'm not sure when I'm going to play it. And the reason for that is, you know, with a lot of these Final Fantasy games, they've already been done so many times that it makes me hesitant to do just a normal Let's Play of it. I do want to do one because I love the game so much, and part of the reason I'm doing these Let's Plays is to be able to talk about the things that I enjoy about the game or to share my experience with other people. But I also want to be informative as well, and so I think one of the things that I thought about doing with Final Fantasy 9 is eventually doing a perfect stat / 12-hour Excalibur run, but I've never done that before, and I would need to practice doing that a couple times before I was able to be a commentary, because doing a Let's Play like that where you really have no room for error while trying to do commentary at the same time would be kind of challenging. But yeah, now we're here, the Sorceress, and surprise, surprise, Rinoa gets thrown back. So it's so shocking that the Sorceress was not buying Rinoa's excuse there. It's just, I can't imagine why that would be the case. Now, this part of the scene kind of confuses me because it makes it seem like she's slitting her throat, but that's not really possible. And then she kind of crumples in a way that looks like her legs are broken. So one would think that Rinoa would have suffered some pretty serious damage there, but I guess not. That's quite the headdress you got there. I bet most people with long hair would kill to have something like that. Just curl up your hair really quickly without any trouble. It's gotta be super convenient. Now I have to say, this is a pretty epic scene here. It really gives you the impression of she just looks like a villain, and this scene really hammers home the point that she is a villain. It's pretty awesome. Now, minor spoilers here. It's unfortunate that they didn't do more with this character or with Edea as a villain, but at the very least, she has the look of a villain. The headdress, the crown, just like everything it just screams villain, and I love it. All right. And Rinoa's following behind her for some reason. Now well, I'll let the scene run for a second here, and then I'll kind of talk more about this. But as you can see, Rinoa's kind of swaying from side to side, kind of in a trance. And obviously Squall and Irving recognize her and know that something's wrong. And now Edea is going to proceed to insult everyone at the parade. Apparently not. The president's like, what's going on here? Right before you? Yeah. Well, wait, what? I think the president's kind of confused here. Yeah, see, this is why you shouldn't have been... I don't understand why you thought working with the Sorceress was a good idea. Wow. Now, see, this is what I want to talk about. I think from what I've heard, the reason why everyone is super excited is that Edea cast some sort of spell or trance over everyone. But it didn't affect the president or Irving and Squall. Like, that's what confuses me. If you cast a spell on everyone, why wouldn't they be affected? Unless that's not really clear, and that's something that always confused me, even from the first time I've played this, is that Edea is saying all this stuff about like how they're terrible and how she's going to become a tyrant, but then they don't really care about it. My first thought was maybe she was just muttering this to herself, or maybe she was saying this, but she was like casting a spell that maybe it was coming across as her saying something else. It's not really clear what happened there with all that, but anyway, I guess Adia is taken over, so... Well, didn't you already sacrifice someone, Adia? Didn't you just sacrifice the president? Do you really need 2 sacrifices in the same night? I guess so. And this is the other thing. Were these guys... How does she know that these were already lizards? That it could be turned into monsters? Like, were they always like that? Were they just like creatures that had a curse placed on them before and she lifted it? I don't... It's not... I mean, again... I feel like I'm questioning this too much when this is just supposed to be kind of a cool and epic string of events. And for the most part it is. It's just... I never understood how some of this worked. Not much we can do. Exactly. No, I'm not kidding. You can see the gate. It's not open yet. But things are not going too well with this plan so far. Yeah, the parade's starting and we're stuck here. Yeah, we definitely need to get out of here pretty quickly. Now, let's see. Can I do this already? Nope. Oh, I can. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother. I guess I didn't know I could do that already. But basically, you just want to go over there, get a glass, come here, put the glass in, and then you're good to go. So yeah, that's all there is to that. Pretty sneaky. Better than being here. Exactly. Now, I've thought about ending this video here, but I think I want to keep going a little bit. Well, nope. Let's actually just end the video here. If the next one ends up going a little bit long, that's okay. Next time we'll continue. We'll explore what's in the depths here and try to see if we can find a way out and try to save Noah from whatever situation she finds herself in. Until then, this has been Marathon Hurler. I want to thank you as always for checking out my videos, and hopefully I will see you next time.